Hey, this is just another me talking video. Um, well, hopefully today the new iPod Touches will be coming out, and hopefully I'll be able to show that off. I planned on getting the more gray one or maybe the black one. Uh, Blue looks okay. Red looks cool, but I hope you don't. If you can hear that, it's my cat from behind. And yellow is just outright but fucking ugly. Yeah, I don't get the yellow design. It's just hideous. Almost reminded me of that Martin Sheen movie. No, sorry, I mean crappy Charlie Sheen movie. Um, Clint Eastwood movie, The Rookie, or something like that, where he said that any man who paints a beautiful machine that color deserves to be shot. But I do overall. I mean, tech wise, from what I've seen, I do like it. I mean, it will pretty much be almost as fast as the iPhone 4. I mean, the iPhone 5, mainly because it will be carrying two A5 chips. Yeah, two A5 chips. While the iPhone 5 has an A6 processor, which basically puts them both at the same clock speeds. Oh, not exactly clock speed, but you know what I mean. And of course, next month the Wii U is coming out, and there's still idiots out there saying that the Wii U is underpowered and less powerful than the Xbox 360, and they're fucking morons. Look, I get it. The Xbox 360 was probably the most powerful console as of yet. Why the PS3 was an overpriced, slightly underpowered console, and the Wii was very underpowered. But don't forget, when the Xbox 360 came out, a lot of people said that wasn't a true next-gen system neither. I mean, hell, most of the first original games that came out on it were all just PlayStation 2 ports. Because at the time, you had to develop for PlayStation 2 or nothing else. But now it's, all Xbox or Nintendo Wii. But to me, it's not really about power. It's more about price points. Yeah, gone is pretty much the $100 console or the $200 console. But this rumor or this bullshit about the Wii U being less powerful than the Xbox 360 and PS3, it seriously needs to fucking die. I mean, the whole argument is beyond fucking stupid. I mean, first of all, CPU power has never gone beyond the so-called clock speed or the power usage of 3 point or 2 point. And it's basically the power wattage. And yes, I saw Sukio's video, and he is right. It is about architecture. It always has been. It has nothing to do with the so-called clock speed. Or, well, yeah, there is clock speed, or a different type of clock speed. But basically, everybody's saying, oh, the chip's not like as fast as this old 3.1 chip because, it's not like a 4.5. What? That doesn't even exist. It's never existed. I mean, you're basically talking about the megahertz on the processor. Fucking stupid. And then there's the complaints about, some games having low frame rates. First of all, if you knew anything about ports, like from PlayStation ports onto Xbox 360 ports, sometimes they get it all fucking wrong. It's how ports go. I mean, like Gun for the Xbox 360 was not that well designed. In fact, it was pretty badly designed. Why? Because Gun was originally made, was basically made for the PlayStation 2, because that's what all the developers were programming onto. Well, of course, it came out looking like shit on the Xbox 360, and not forgetting the other, like the Tony Hawk games. Ports are notorious for looking like shit on something that it wasn't really originally designed onto. And sometimes frame rate just drops. And it has nothing to do with the power of your system. It's just that bad programming. But not only that, in order for Nintendo to really, and I've said this and a whole bunch of people, in order for Nintendo to have a worse GPU than the Xbox 360 and the PS3, I mean, we're talking about no, actually 6, close to 7 year old technology. I mean, 7 years old, people. And I mean, literally, Nintendo would literally have to literally backwards engineer their system that bad. And an example of this already exists. It's called the Wii. See, most of you don't understand that when the Wii came out, they basically used parts from the GameCube, but to reuse those new parts, AMD basically, or ATI back then, basically told them they're going to pretty much, they stopped most of the hardware manufacturing on half those chips. Basically, ATI, ATI basically said, we can't process this hardware anymore because it's just too old and it's out of date. And that was just 5 years ago. And the same goes for the Wii U. They can't process technology that old. They're only processing already existing technology for an already existing two-page consoles from 7 years ago. But after a while, even they can't process the GPU and the CPU for that anymore. It just would be impossible. But in order for Nintendo to create the GPU for their Wii, they went to AMD, ATI, but they also had to go to ARM. That's right. ARM basically was designing half the processors for the Wii. And in fact, all the newer Wiis being sold today, they're all just ARM processors now. All ARM GPUs. You can look it up. Basically saying it was impossible for the graphics company, or the people who made the GPU, to make a weak ass GPU for the Wii, so they had to go to another company to process it, and ARM had to be it. And unfortunately for the Wii U, there's no ARM processor. Yeah, that's what it would take. It would take Nintendo to go to ARM and reopen up half their old processors to make their GPU weaker than the current processors. And in fact, all the Wii's being sold out right now are all ARM processors. Either that, or Nintendo would just have to go into every tech shop around the world and find extremely old GPU and just pop them all out and manually put them all into their new Wii U's. And not forgetting that pretty much the benchmarks pretty much prove that anything past, well, I don't know, 2005 beats the fucking Xbox 360 and PS3 in graphics. But please, continue making your idiotic videos saying that the Wii U is less powerful than than technology made in 2005, and just see how many people are laughing at you like a goddamn idiot you are. And yeah, the Wii U is not using any parts of ARM anymore. So there.